Are we here? Everybody here? Yes, no, maybe so. It looks like we got a couple people here so far, so that's exciting. How you guys doing? I don't know if you can hear my dogs, but they're having a tussle downstairs from Kentucky. That's fun. Are you freezing to death? Hello to you too. Uh, GA. Sorry, I don't know all of the things. Georgia. Okay, yes. Yeah, my mom and I were just in this discussion about how we don't know. The temperature got above freezing today. Oh, that's good. Australia, wow. Welcome from California. Hey, same. What have I been watching lately? You'll just have to see the upcoming thing for the new year. The topic, we're just discussing like how the holidays have been. What have you guys been up to? What have I been up to, Because right now we just got finished up with Christmas and all that stuff. And hi, welcome to the chat, everybody. Um, Michigan, yes. Texas, I am doing well. I'm feeling a little bit like blah after all the holiday eating. We had tons of sugar and unhealthy things, but I mean, it fed the soul, if not the body. Um, it's 2023. The creepy poster. You mean you mean Moon Knight? I'm a fan of Moon Knight. That's what that is. He does look a little creepy from here, doesn't he? I also have you see Star Wars. You're not from America. Where are you from? Just had somebody from Australia. Cape Cod, nice. If you missed it, I'm from California. Australia, we have a couple people from Australia then. Welcome, welcome to the chat. Well, how was everybody's holidays, vacation? Oh, Brazil. Nice. We've got a variety here. My holidays were pretty chill. I just kind of hung out with my parents because my siblings were with their significant other's family. So I was just here at home. Wasn't a bad thing. I wasn't bored or upset or anything. We're here. It was good. We had a good Christmas. If you follow me on Instagram, I talked about it a little bit more. What about you guys? What fun things did you guys get up to? You don't celebrate Christmas? Nothing wrong with that. Did you at least have a vacation or something? Got 4 feet of snow and 20 below. Yeah, I can see how that would be a little bit of a downer. Your rabbit got 2 pine cones for Christmas. Nice. You had a turducken for the first time. That sounds familiar. So much ham, my stomach is killing me. I feel that. I feel that. Same. You took a vacation in November. Glad I didn't travel. Yeah, I've been hearing all about the craziness of traveling right now with all the crazy weather and stuff. I'm like, glad I'm home. Family chaos as always. Scorching hot summer. Well, that's nice. I mean, not the family chaos, but like a hot summer. I know, like, in the US, everywhere is, like, experience, like, this crazy cold weather except for, California and Arizona, and I just happened to be in California, so my, uh, Christmas was in, like, the 70s, so that was nice. But no family chaos for me. Just me and my parents, and we do not have a crazy relationship. Christmas dinner with your 2 cats, on vacation to Florida. You're heading to Disney World, that's fun. Yeah, New York was hit hard, yeah. How old am I? What do you think? Everyone always guesses wrong. Um, yeah, I did get a lot of good reactions to my Christmas movies. Jingle All the Way was really fun, and I do love The Grinch, that's a classic for me. 17? I've never gotten 17, at least lately. I am in my 20s, yes. Same to you, Swiss guy. 24, good guess. That's usually around where people guess. You are incorrect, though. Yeah, 24, 25. Usually between 24 to 25 is where people guess. You are incorrect. Uh, oh, thank you, like my "What's up, doc?" Yeah, that's a fun one. That is a good one. It got demonetized, which I'm, like, so bugged about. But that's fine, that's fine. I don't do it all for the money, it's for the fun. 26, 27, still off. Yep, born in the '90s. Good times. Yes, thank you. I do like my Moon Knight poster. Somebody said it was creepy, which if you don't know what it is, yeah, it does look a little creepy. 29. Hey, we got a winner here. I will be 30 soon, which is a little daunting, but, you know, it's less daunting the more I think about it. You look way younger than I am, and you love it. Yep, same. You were gonna say 45. Yes, you would have been way off. All downhill from 30. You are incorrect. I've heard all uphill from 30. Yeah, Prince of Egypt. That's an old reaction. That was one of my early ones, but I'm glad you enjoy it. A few years older than you. Yep. A lot of my friends are, all of my friends are younger than me. Like once you start like get in your 20s, it all kind of like blurs and you kind of don't notice. You won't notice your 30s. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, hello, Swiss guy. Welcome to the membership. Yeah, 30s, they're the cool ones these days. You are right. 55 years young? Absolutely. I know my grandpa, he is 86 now, somewhere in his 80s, and he still, we'll ask him, and he says, like, I still feel like I'm like 20. I'm like, yeah, it's all in the mentality. He's still doing great, by the way, too. 30s old. I know. Back when I was a teenager and whatever, like turning 30 seemed like so old. Like you were halfway to your deathbed, basically. It's like middle age, so crazy. But now that it's like right at my door now, just a couple more months, I'm like, it's not it's not that crazy. I still feel so young. Yeah, my Three Stooges reactions are super popular, but they're not for everybody. Like I get it. It took my mom a long time to get used to like that kind of humor. Yeah, Adventures of Robin Hood. Wow, thank you for sticking around since then. Um, yes, New Girl. Mhm. I know. I actually have like, so you missed the Three Stooges and Marx Brothers reactions, Gary said. I do have a old comedy reaction coming up soon. So we're getting back to that. You know, there's just so much ground to cover. Everybody wants something, and I'm getting there. Don't you worry. If I had to choose a movie in your birth year, what would it be? I don't know what came out in my birth year. Um, let's see, what came out in 93? I think did Lion King come out in 93 or is that 94? I think Beauty and the Beast came out in 93. One of those Disney movies, definitely a Disney movie, whatever it was, that would be my choice. Um, if you love my movie reactions, not my television shows, that's fine. That's fine. Some people are here for other things. I will always keep coming out with movies and TV shows. Hello from Canada. Hey, my dad's from Canada and proud. Beauty and the Beast was 91, really? Lion King's 94. So what was 93? Was there not anything in 93? Mrs. Doubtfire is 93. I haven't seen it. It's on my list. Funniest Groucho, Chico, or Harpo? I mean, I personally like Groucho because I'm more of a like a witty humor type of person, but I do love a good like slapstick, which is why I do love Three Stooges. So maybe Chico or Harpo too. Hey GQ Speed, I see a lot of you. Welcome to the chat. I don't know. I'd have to look into movies that came out in 93 and see if there's anything I would pick personally. Yes, lots of you have contributed to the channel, and I thank you guys so much. You are all so great. When did Home Alone come out? I have no idea. There was no classic Disney movie in 93. Well, that's because they couldn't handle the greatness when I was born, obviously. They just had to tone it down. So, yeah, I love how I can almost replicate Jim Carrey's facial expressions. It does take effort, I will say. Lots of people comment on how I'm very expressive, but I don't think I'm nearly as expressive as Jim Carrey, the master. 90, Home Alone. You guys are very good at looking this stuff up quick or just knowing it off the top of your head, man. I did some reactions with my dad. It was for Star Wars, and everyone should go look it up because he is just a goof. With my mom, I could. I wouldn't know which ones to react with her, and she's a little bit more private than my dad is. My dad loves to like perform. Um, I'd have to ask her. 93, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, that's a good choice. I haven't seen that one in a long time, but yes, someone did mention Mrs. Doubtfire. Um, that's all right. Need reactions with the dogs. They are almost always here, I promise you, contributing in a mental way. um, yeah, so here's a way to know if my dogs are here. It depends on how ugly my bed is. If it's made up all nice with the pillows and the blankets, everything, they're not here. But if it's ugly with that waterproof, dog-proof thing on it, then you know at least one of them is here because they're laying on it and stinking up the bed. Right now, neither of them are here, obviously, because it's like all nice, cute bed. And you've probably heard them barking a few times downstairs. I don't know. Can't wait for an episode of the New Girl. Yes, a lot of you have pointed out you love certain episodes, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about, but guess I'm excited too. Is Anastasia a Disney princess now? That's a tough topic. I wouldn't say she's an official Disney princess, but I guess we could call her that. Yes, it is a very nice bed. The blanket in particular is very soft and warm. How do I choose movies? I have just made a very long list of, like, popular, like, beloved movies that I haven't seen, which is very long, and I've taken suggested movies from you guys and from friends and family and whatever, like, what would be good movies to watch and whatever, and it's just a very long list, and it keeps growing all the time, and then I will just randomly pick one sometime, like, whether it fits the season or just kind of like, "Oh, I feel like watching that one," or, you know, whatever, so we go along. Um, do you ever react to, things your friends suggested? Yes, I do. I have reacted to a couple things my friends have suggested. Is Avatar on your list? No. I boycott that film. I'm sorry, I'm a hater. I watched the original one back when it came out. I thought it was mediocre, and I didn't understand the hype, and now years later, people are still feeling that way. Not everybody, a lot of people are still sucked into the wowness factor. Um, I don't know, I just never loved it, and now the second one is coming out, they're gonna make, like, 5 more films, I'm like, "What the heck?" And, yeah, I'm just like, I just don't feel the need to watch this. I don't want to spend, like, 3, 4 hours of my time watching the second one, spending my money, like, I have way better things to do with my time, so don't even ask. It's not happening. Lord of the Rings, however, definitely happening at some point. I don't know how soon, but it's happening. Um, do I react to things apart from movies? Yes. I reacted to Three Stooges shorts. I react to the New Girl TV shows. Um, I've what I consider reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender. um, that would be so fun to do, but I've watched it like at least 5 times through completely, and then randomly a few times here and there and whatever. So I don't think it would be very fun reaction because I've seen it and like know it so well. So it would be really fun for me, but not for people watching. So I just don't think it would do well. So, in fact, look what I got for Christmas. I don't really know what to do with it, but like, yeah, Santa knows me. I also have a Funko Pop of him up on my display. I think you can see part of it up there in the corner. Oh, look, he's actually there. There he is right there. Um, yeah, it would be fun, but sorry. Um, have I seen Waiting for Guffman or Best in Show? I have not. Um, reacting to The Office? I mean, I guess I could. I've watched it once all the way through, and then I've um watched a couple episodes here and there, and that was a long time ago, like, back when it was still on Netflix. So it would be like those reactions where it's like I do them all the time. I've seen this, but I don't really remember it, blah blah blah. So yeah, I am starting a new TV show currently, but I'm just trying to get ahead on it. I won't tell you, it's a surprise though. But I just, like I said, trying to get ahead on it before I start posting it because right now I'm currently struggling to keep up with just New Girl. So trying to balance 2 TV shows is going to be super fun for me. Um, but I think it'll be a good one. I think it'll interest several people at least. Um, you like my Pride and Prejudice reaction? Oh, thank you so much. That's a personal favorite of mine that I know doesn't interest a ton of people, but I enjoyed doing it. You only have 4 Funkos? That's your limit. I know they definitely are a money sucker. I have I don't know how many now, several. I have to count them. I can't count them now. I'd just be sitting here in silence. Um, but a lot. Oh, I also have another one. I don't know if you can see it, but he's sitting right there. That was my very first Funko. It's the Mandalorian. I got him right after season 1 ended, and then I suddenly just blew up, and now I have so many. um, let's see. The Fugitive. I haven't seen it. It is on my list though. Um, Jurassic Park is on my channel. You can go check it out. I did it a few months ago, as is Schindler's List. Yes. Um, they're dead black eyes. That's what makes them cute. They're not dead. My brother-in-law gave me this one of Hades. He's got yellow eyes. He doesn't have space on my shelf right now, so he's sitting down here on the floor with me. Yes, a wallet drainer. Yeah, once you start collecting anything, even not even Funko Pops, anything you collect, will just start becoming a bit of a wallet drainer, as you say. I am a Disney fan, yes. When I first started collecting the Funko Pops, I just was doing Star Wars, but after I got quite a few of them, uh, I started branching out, and I have mostly Disney and Star Wars, but I also got a Scooby-Doo one for Christmas that I was super excited about. I actually asked for it for Christmas, so yes, that was very exciting. Hades is the best Greek god. Fight me. I will not fight you because I agree with you. Outside of Disney, I am also a big Greek god like fanatic. I know like a lot of the stories and the Greek gods and all that stuff, and I love like Hades and all that stuff. Do some horror movies? I have. Go check out around like Halloween time. That's when I do the horror and creepy and things like that. Um, any chance of doing the original Muppet movie? There is a chance. Um, I did enjoy the Muppet Christmas Carol, so I'll probably be adding more Muppets onto my list. Yes, I know, because especially since I know Muppets are super popular and people like that a lot. I do want to please you guys. You are what makes this channel. God of War game series, check it out. Okay. The original Muppet movie is the absolute best one. All right, lots of you are saying that, so I guess that's going on the list for sure. Glad you guys enjoy the channel. I was about to say something, I just totally can't remember. Anyway. um, yeah, I just didn't really grow up with the Muppets. Like, I watched Sesame Street, which I know is different, but they just weren't part of my childhood, so that's why I haven't really watched the Muppets. It's not that I don't like them, I just didn't watch anything that they did. So I'm kind of familiar with like who they are and what they do and who some of them are, but yeah, that's just what it is. I like I said, it's not that I don't like them. Yeah, so it's not that I don't like them. um it contains a cameo from Mel Brooks. That's funny. Yeah, I love that the Muppets always have these total big celebrities in their movies. Like that's how much people love their movies. They're like, "Yeah, let's be in a Muppet movie." Like they were that big. Um Pineapple Express, I believe that's on my list. So yeah, you guys just have to stick around and wait because the list is long and I am just one person. If I were rich, I would hire an editor to help me out, but unfortunately, I am not, and I can't even afford basic necessities sometimes. And here I am buying Funkos. But since I quit my regular job recently, I've only bought, I think, maybe 2 Funkos. So people who live with parents are rich. You would be incorrect. They at least pay for my surroundings, but when it comes to um, like, things I want, paying for myself, no, no, I'm not. Save money. I'm working on it, yes. What did I do for my real job? I worked in a shave ice shop. Wasn't anything special. It was ice cream and smoothies and shave ice. But yeah, I had to quit recently. Um, yeah, happy belated Christmas to you as well, Andrew. Shave ice is better than crushed ice? Absolutely. They were like authentic Hawaiian shave ice. It was really good. Yeah, it's okay. I'm probably, hopefully, gonna go back, like maybe in the summer. We'll see what time brings. Um, you could put ice cream at the bottom if you wanted. Yeah, you didn't have to, but it was a thing you could do. It was very tasty. I have had the Japanese version before. It totally threw me through a loop. I didn't know I would have what I was getting into. Banana pineapple smoothie. Someone came in asking for that before. We didn't have it as like a recipe, and so we had to like make it up, and it came out okay. I don't watch anime. I watched Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away, which is the closest I've gotten. I have tried fried ice cream before. Yes, I went to a Mexican restaurant and they served it as a dessert. Best flavor is tiger's blood. Yes, that was one of our most popular flavors at our restaurant. Tiger's blood and blue raspberry and cherry. People like to be basic. Have you ever fight with customers? You do at any customer service job. Although, worked at lots of customer service jobs, like so many over my years, and this one was probably one of the most chill jobs I've had. It was mostly just like dumb people, just like dealing with stupidity, less than like angry people. Um, Fried ice cream. Yes, it's a thing. You're not actually frying the ice cream. I mean, you are. It depends on how you go about it. You cover the ice cream in like crumbs, usually like kind of frosted flakes type thing, and then you drop it in like so quick and then pull it out of the oil. Or so many recipes I've come across on like the internet, you don't even fry the ice cream. You just cover it in like the cinnamon covering and then eat it like that. I'm like, that's not fried. But anyway, um, yeah, it's good though. My logo, what did it say? Um, Looks like something you see outside a bar, I guess. Um, the KayReacts sign my sister got for me last year for Christmas. I don't know where she got it, but it obviously was custom made. Another 93 movie, The Firm. Never even heard of it, but my dad should watch The Clerks with me. I haven't heard of that one either. Yes, the shave ice shop was chill. Lulz. Yeah, it actually opened during COVID, like in the middle of 2020. So good on my boss for pulling that off. Um, I worked at Safeway when like the whole pandemic thing started. So congratulate me for surviving because like the toilet paper rush and when everything went out of stock and I luckily wasn't a cashier. I worked in a bakery, um, like the bakery section, but still, there were a lot of insane people coming into the grocery store and just yeah, that's why I quit. um, and I went to the Shave Ice shop. Um, what do I major in? Um, when I did go to school several years ago, I was an English major. I don't currently use it, obviously, since I'm working in customer service shops and a YouTuber. I haven't watched all of Andor, um, and since I've watched part of it, I don't think I would do a reaction to it, but yeah, I watched like half of it. Yes, customer service is a tough one, even without the 2020 ruckus. COVID is still around, yes. It's not quite as extreme as it was a couple years ago with the insanity and whatever, but like I know a couple people who still get it. Yeah. Um, when I commit to reacting to a television show, it is a massive time investment. Yes, you are correct. But actually, you would be surprised how popular it is to do a TV show, like, because it keeps bringing the same people back. Like, I get a lot of subscribers because they keep wanting to watch the TV show every week. Um, and usually my TV show that I put up each week is more popular than the movie. Like, it's a guarantee at least, like, because you don't know, like, maybe the movie this week won't do so well, but the TV show will, you know? So that's why I don't always love doing the TV show because it's just kind of an extra, like, strain, but, like, it does bring in more views and everything. The program I use to edit, what's it called? Power Director 365. If you don't want the watermark and everything, you do have to pay. Yes, it is hard editing series or movies. It's not hard, but it is very time consuming. I have done many series over time. I did Pride and Prejudice, I did Loki, what was the other one I did? Oh, I did Obi-Wan. Um, but I do like doing New Girl. It's fun to watch. And like, it's fine to edit. I just need to get on top of it because sometimes I will forget and I fall behind, and then suddenly it's like, oh, you got to post this like today or tomorrow, and like, what have you done? um, so that's just the problem. It's not that I don't like doing it. I just yes, YouTube's guidelines are a pain in the butt. Um, they They don't come after me for the TV show, surprisingly. That's another reason to have the TV show, but movies, oh my goodness, they can be so picky, and you have to go back and edit over and over and over, and still it's not good enough, at least if you want it monetized, which I do, because like I said, I wanna save money. So yes, that's another pain to try to stay on top of. No, She-Hulk is not on my list, and it never will be. So sorry. Do I mind gore and period dramas? No, I don't particularly mind gore. Um, it's hard to explain. Like, when it comes to like gore or nudity or sex or any of those things that people often have a problem with, I don't. Um, I don't prefer it though. Gore is the thing I have the least amount of problem with though. Yes, monetization with equals no swearing on videos is a part of it. There are many factors that play into it. Luckily, I'm not a swearer, so that is not a problem. What they come after me for the most is just copyright, and you can never tell. You can never predict. My first concert, I haven't been to a lot of concerts. Honestly, I think it was, Justin Bieber, and before you judge me, it wasn't by my choice. Um, it was so dumb. My dad had built it up. He came to us and he was like, "You guys, I have a big surprise for you. Like, you're gonna be so excited. Like, I'll give it to you at the end of the week, and you're just gonna like pee your pants. It's gonna be so great." And I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, are we going to like Disney World? Like, what is it?" And finally, at the end of the week, he comes and he presents us with these envelopes with tickets in it, and they're to Justin Bieber. And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, what the big deal was?" And it's because good job on him for observing at least. But my sister was really into Justin Bieber, not me. I was not. I didn't mind him, but like, oh my gosh, I was the fact that he had built it up so much was made me crash so hard. I was like, "Are you we're going to Justin Bieber?" Ah. So, yeah, that was super annoying. Yeah, I like yeah, he makes fine music. I don't care. It was just the fact that he built it so so much, and I was like, "For real?" I was like, I don't know, 16 at the time. And yeah, and then it was just a lame concert because you couldn't even hear him the whole time because of the little 12-year-olds like, "Ah!" through the whole song. It was whatever. Yes, supporting his fellow Canadian. Uh, first celebrity crush? Hey, no shame, no shame. Yes, imagine thinking Disney World and said he got Justin Bieber. That was exactly it. Like, he just built it up so much. I still give him a hard time about it today. Am I an Elvis fan? Yeah. The Apartment is a great movie. I feel like I've heard of that. I don't really know what it is though. I remember when Justin first became famous. I remember when Twilight was a thing, all at the same time, and I was a hater on all of them. My first TV crush, I had a couple. I didn't admit to any of them, but I liked Zac Efron. I liked Hayden Christensen. And I liked, oh, what's his name? Rupert Grint from Harry Potter. Yes, there's probably more, but those were like the big ones. Oh, and Carrie Elwes from Princess Bride and Antonio Banderas from Mask of Zorro. Absolutely, all of those people. I can't tell you which one I fell in love with the for first time, but yes, I liked all of them as a little child slash preteen. Your first TV crush was Asterix. Hey, we all we all have our time. Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man? Spider-Man, the first one with Tobey Maguire, was the first PG-13 movie I saw in theaters. Emma Watson and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yes, I those are very common. Goodness. Um, like Elvis, he's actually kind of underrated. You think he's underrated? I guess he is lately because like the original generation has kind of faded away. I think it's funny. I've seen a lot of like the newer generation like rediscovering the older music and thinking it's like so great. um but I mean there's no shame in it, but they're just like, "Oh my gosh, have you heard this song?" It's like, "Yes, as a matter of fact, I have." Your best friend looks just like Emma Watson. Well, hey, anyone interested in history? Yes. What aspect of it? Alright, and also, if you watch, like, my full-length reactions, because I cut it out in my, YouTube reactions, you will hear a lot of throat clearing. It's because when I talk a lot, I get very, like, phlegmy, so that is what's happening right now because 'cause I've been talking for a long time. So, just in case you were wondering. First R-rated Goodfellas. Do I like the Beatles? Yes, I do. You were watching R-rated movies. You know, I was, but I didn't realize it because I was told, "Oh, you can't watch R-rated movies." So I was like, "Okay, I'm fine watching, like, Disney movies and whatever." But I remember, like, when I was, I don't know, an early teen or preteen or something, I was probably, like, I'd say 13. So that meant my brother was, like, 9 or 10. Um, I came downstairs and he was watching, Predator, and I watched a little bit of it, and I was just like, "Doo doo doo," like, this is just another action movie that my dad turned on for him. Um, I didn't watch all of it, I watched, like, probably 20 minutes of it while I was eating or something, but I didn't find out till way later that that was a R movie, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, my little child brother was watching this R-rated film," but, like, and I watched it too, I had no idea, and I think that happened several times. My dad would just turn on these R-rated action films for my brother. Your first PG-13 was Batman Returns, and you were 5. Well, yeah, I was kind of a sensitive kid. I was scared of, like, weirdly sensitive, though. Like, I was picky about my sensitivity because I would watch The Beauty and the Beast, the animated one, and I was scared of it. Was so terrified, hide behind the couch, and I refused to watch it again until I was, like, 12 or 13 because I was so scared of it. But then here I was watching Predator. Like, I don't know, and I remember when I watched the Spider-Man for the first time, my first PG-13 movie, um, it didn't scare me, but I was definitely very, like, um, I don't know, put off by it, like, that was, like, really intense, you know? Um, Watched all the '80s and '90s action movies back then. Roger Rabbit scarred me for life. I've seen that movie once, but I definitely remember it being super, like, crazy. So, yes. I haven't I can't say I haven't seen the Terminator movies because that those were other ones that my dad turned on for my brother, so I've seen parts of them. Um, Schindler's List, the first R-rated movie? No. I've watched several R-rated movies on my channel, and I've watched several outside of my channel, so no. So if you didn't know, Schindler's List is on my channel if you wanna check it out. Um, DC or Marvel? That's tough. If we're talking outside of, like, the movie franchises, I think I probably prefer DC, and I'm getting so sick of Marvel right now. Um, like, the movies and everything, they're just don't even get me started. They're just getting way too preachy, and I can't with them. I'm starting to go into boycott mode. Um, yes, I do still love the Beauty and the Beast now. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. Yes, Marvel has outstayed its welcome for sure. Um, like, they should have stopped while they were ahead. But they're gonna keep going. They're just gonna keep making stuff, too much stuff. Every time you think it's gonna be good, it's mediocre at best. Um, yeah, Roger Rabbit. I'll probably do a reaction to it at some point because I have seen it, but, it was just, like, the one time. I remember parts of it. It's one of those movies. Happy holidays to you. Vinicious? Yeah, Disney Plus is definitely on overdrive right now, just trying to it's more about, quantity than quality right now. It's kinda sad. All I do is just rewatch the old stuff instead of the new stuff. The Jerk. I've heard of that, with Steve Martin. I do love Steve Martin stuff. One I want to watch, even though I've seen it many times, is, that one with Michael Caine. Oh, the name just suddenly slipped my mind. Um, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. That's a good one. I love that movie so much. It's probably gonna be one that I watch in the future. Like, I've already seen it, but I feel like watching it, you know? Yes, Lord of the Rings is coming for sure. Yes, Ruprecht. We quote that all the time. My dogs being, stupid and aren't listening. Ruprecht. Yes, he was. I was surprised to see him. I didn't know he was in it. He did really good, though. Blame It on Rio. I haven't heard of that movie. Roxanne with Steve Martin. I have not seen it. I've heard of it, and it's on my list. That's the one where with his nose, right? I think so. Lost, the TV show? Um, I haven't seen it. That's I watched Once Upon a Time, and, I know it's the same writers, and I don't think I can handle it. Um, Reading Lord of the Rings for the first time. You're almost done. Wow, I applaud you for reading the book, because I tried reading it and my brain could not handle it. It's like reading an encyclopedia that's trying to be a fictional book. Yep, good to see some Steve Martin fans. The Rocky movies. Nope, also on the list. I'm close to almost watching them a couple times. See, movies that have sequels are kind of hard for me because it's like, am I gonna watch the sequels or not? And like if I do, when would I watch them? Like that's always something that comes into play when I'm thinking of watching something. So I've almost watched Rocky a couple times. Yes, I want to watch the Pink Panther films. Um, that's probably something I do with my dad because we have watched them. So it would be fun to watch with my dad, and because he loves them, loves them. Last Dragon was fun. Um, okay, so people are thinking that it was really painful for me. It actually wasn't. I enjoyed it. It was just because I was kind of sick. I wasn't quite as enthusiastic as I could have been. Um, I mean, it wasn't the greatest thing I'd ever seen, obviously. I was just being really sarcastic, but it was coming across as like I'm in pain. There's lots of people have been telling me that I didn't like it. And I'm like, I did. It was really stupid. Yeah, I've heard lots of comedians are either really great or they're really terrible. So, you know, that's not entirely surprising to me. I don't know if it's true, but yes, I know lots of people love Lord of the Rings, which is why I'm planning on doing it. Worst chapter in Fellowship is the Council. Well, yes. Jackie Chan movies are really funny. Yes, I want to do Rush Hour. I know that would be fun. I think I might have seen part of the second one, maybe. Um, Like, it was just randomly on in a hotel room that we were staying. Yes, the hardest part of doing a reaction is always, the, like, the insights or whatever afterward. It takes so much brain power to remember things and, like, be insightful and whatever, and I'm like, I just wanna go to bed or I wanna go eat or whatever it is, so but I know you guys love it, so you're welcome. Um, Mr. Bean, yes, I know Mr. Bean. I had a friend who, loved Mr. Bean. I've seen a few, episodes of him, so that could be fun. I haven't seen Breaking Bad. That could potentially be a TV show I could do in the future. All right, we'll see you later, Dennis. Thanks for being here. You like my angry new girl rants? Yes, I've been super frustrated with it lately. Um, but I know it gets better. Shanghai Nights, I've heard of those ones. Second Jackie Chan movie is the best. Okay. Um, consider doing rooms that are notoriously terrible. I used to have a series back when I first started called them Terrible Tuesdays, where I put out a terrible reaction every Tuesday. But first of all, they weren't very popular, and second of all, I didn't have a lot of time, so I stopped doing it. But I again, it's a lot of just thinking about things, but I could start doing stuff like that again. Like, I don't know if I'd have time to do 2 movies every week, but I could just once in a while do a terrible movie instead of, like, my regular, um, movie every week. Because I think it's just fun to watch a bad movie and make fun of it. So if you wanna go way back, when I first started, you'll find some reactions to some bad movies that I did. They were pretty funny. Um, scary movies, I tend to do those at Halloween, so if you look at at Halloween time, you'll find them. I also made a playlist of, Halloween reactions. You'll find the scary movies there. Um, I just have such a long list of, like, regular movies that I do, um, that I save the scary movies and horror movies and whatever for Halloween time. Um, yeah, and then, like, Christmas movies, obviously, for Christmas and everything. So I just kinda try to keep things organized. The random Patreon request tends to be the last of the month. It could come at any time, but that's just kinda how I organize it. Why do I like Errol Flynn so much? Because he stars in my favorite genre of movies, which is swashbuckler, and he's handsome and dashing, and I love that. I don't think I've watched very many Errol Flynn, though. I think I've watched, like, 2, maybe 3. I watched Robin Hood and that other one, was it Captain Blood? Did I watch another one? Um, Mr. Bean is not the best character. Everyone acted in Blackadder. Um, I feel like I've heard of that. The Adventures of Robin Hood is one of your favorites. Well, you should go check it out if you haven't watched it because I had a lot of fun. I did a whole Robin Hood series where I watched that one and then the Robin Hood with Kevin Costner and then the Mel Brooks version, and I had a lot of fun with that. Um, Seahawk, favorite Errol Flynn. Okay. Um, yes, I did react to Kingsman. I'm thinking of watching the new one that came out. Was it good? And then obviously comparing the 2 that I did watch, I'd have to say the second because it had my true love, Pedro Pascal, in it. But for real, I did actually really like the second one. even if he wasn't in it. Miss swashbuckling adventure movies. I know, they just don't make them anymore. They're all about, like, the same type of thing, which, I mean, if you do look throughout history, that just tends to happen. They just whatever's popular, that just is what comes out. Um, so hopefully we'll get out of the whole action hero phase and move on to other things. Indiana Jones, I have seen a lot, so I don't know if I'd make a reaction to it. Um, Robin Hood with Richard Armitage. Which one is that one? Is that it? Is that the TV show or? There's a ton of Robin Hood, so I can't even keep track of them all. Another one I do want to do as far as Swashbuckler is watch the old Zorro, like the I can't remember who plays him, but it's called I think the Mark of Zorro. Like I know that one's really popular and a lot of people like it and it sounds good. Because I did the Mask of Zorro with Antonio Banderas a while ago, and so doing another Zorro would be fun. I love the Mask of Zorro. Your Pedro. I like that you call him your Pedro. The Last of Us. Yes, I've heard of that. Well, I don't know much about the Lord of the Rings, so I can't exactly pinpoint who you're talking about. I'm sorry. That's why I'm gonna watch it hopefully soon. Tyrone Power was the Zorro. Yes, that does sound right. BBC version, and it's a show. Okay. All right. Well, we shall see. Like I say, there are lots of things. Lots. Goodness. Would I sit through Lawrence of Arabia? I absolutely would. That is on my list. One of the greatest films ever made, apparently. Um, Also, another movie I would want to watch with my dad would be Ben-Hur because it's one of his absolute favorite films ever. So, yes, both long movies. But the thing is with these really long movies is that I have to be like on top of everything else I'm doing and like make sure it's I'm ready to go. I know Zorro is based on the Scarlet Pimpernel, which is my favorite book. Actually, I think I have it right here. The Scarlet Pimpernel. Um, it's also one of my favorite movies. Batman is based on Zorro, so yes, I know. A woman invented superheroes. Um, yes, my dad and I should do another movie together. Gone with the Wind. Um, Possibly. I've seen it before, and it's also another long one. So, top 10 favorite best pictures. Yes, yes. Um, So I like both versions of the Scarlet Pimpernel, like the old black and white one, but the one I really love is the 1980 TV version. Um, so funny. It's like so hammy. I love it. A lot of fun. I sit here with my big old water jug all the time because it keeps track of how much water you're drinking, and you don't have to refill it as much. And I explained earlier that when I talk for too long, that I get really phlegmy, so I have to drink a lot so that I don't get croaky and have to clear my throat too much. So yes. Yeah, because otherwise, if I just had like a regular size water bottle, like like my Gatorade or something here, it would be gone so quick. So technically, my water, this is how much water I should be drinking a day. So that's a lot. And I'm not quite caught up because it's now 6 o'clock and I didn't start drinking at 7 like it says. I started drinking maybe at 10. I should still be a little bit more ahead, but still. It is a mean looking jug, but I don't carry it anywhere outside my house. I don't have ADHD, but I do drink water when I am thirsty. Yeah, and I also don't really drink anything except water. Sometimes, like I said, I drink Gatorade, um, but I don't really like drinking anything else. I might have a soda with a meal or something. I don't like just drinking it though, and I don't drink coffee or any alcohol. And yeah, and I have energy drinks that I sometimes drink in emergencies, but they're very natural, like, it's mostly juice. So, um, yeah, I'm mostly a water drinker, which I know sounds crazy to a lot of people. It's actually not that hot in California, but, yes, it is very dry. I have a humidifier sitting over on my dresser here because it is very dry. Yeah. Yeah, you're convinced that there's no caffeine and it's just empty electrolytes? Okay. Sounds like my dog really wants to get into my room. So I guess it's been an hour now. I guess we could probably end soon. I can go comfort my poor puppy outside my room. So it's been nice chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me and just talking about stuff and hanging out. Yes, water is good for your health, so that's why I got it all here. So I guess I will see you on the next reaction video. Um, oh, I was gonna point out really quick. If you were ever interested on my reactions, there's a new button down at the bottom where you can. I'm not a beggar of any kind, but if um, you really felt the need and you really liked my reaction, you can just hit like a little. I can't remember what it says, but it's just like you can donate a little bit of money if you felt like it. Like, I can't remember what it says, like pay or something. Hold on, let me see what it says. Um, Let me go to one of my videos. Boop, 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 boop. Um, oh, it's like a heart and it says thanks. So if you ever felt the need, like I said, I'm not a beggar. If you just were like, dang, that was such a great reaction. I feel just so much love for that video. I feel like donating $1 or something. You can hit that button and do that if you wanted. If you were wondering what that button was, by all means, go ahead. Yeah, just as an explanation. Anyways, happy New Year, happy holidays. Thanks for chatting. I will see you in my next reaction. So, bye bye.